Hey guys, this is a quick video on looking at the conditions of rectangles, rhombuses, and squares. So basically, if we have a parallelogram, how do we determine what it is? So here, if it's a rectangle, the diagonals have to be congruent. So if I know something's a parallelogram and I find that the rectangles are congruent, that's enough to say it's a rectangle. Similarly for rhombus, if I know a quadrilateral is already a parallelogram and I happen to find that the diagonals are perpendicular, then I can say the parallelogram's a rhombus. And then if both things are true, we can say that it's a square. So we're going to use that to help determine whether this quadrilateral, and I'm told it's a parallelogram here, so whether this parallelogram is a rectangle, a rhombus, or a square, give all the names that apply. So if it's a rectangle, the diagonals are going to be congruent. So I want to know, are those the same length? So I'm going to use the distance formula. So the distance for BD is equal to x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So that's going to be -7 squared, which is 49, and 3 squared, which is 9. So that's going to be the square root of 58. And I want to compare that to this diagonal, so the distance A to C. So x2 minus x1, so -1 minus 2 squared, plus y2 minus y1, 0 minus 7 squared, which equals -3 squared, which is 9, plus -7 squared, which is 49, so I also get the square root of 58. So the diagonals are congruent. CD is congruent, AC is congruent to BD, which would imply that it's a rectangle. Oh, sorry, running out of room. It is a rectangle. That's that first condition we talked about. If it's a parallelogram with congruent diagonals, it's a rectangle. Now, it could also be a rhombus, and remember, if it's both, we could say it's a square. But if the diagonals are perpendicular, that would mean it's a rhombus. So to determine whether it's perpendicular, we can look at their slopes. So the slope of BD is, if I go from B to D, I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So down 3 would make it -3 over 7. And I want to compare that to the slope of AC. So to go from A to C, we would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and over 1, 2, 3. So those are opposite reciprocals, which means that BD is perpendicular to AC, which would mean it's a rhombus. Now, a rhombus and a rectangle together make a square. So final answer is square, but we listed all that applied. It's both a rectangle, a rhombus, and then thirdly a square. All right, guys, thanks for watching.